Okay, today is Friday, my favorite day of the week, and not coincidentally, we're going to talk about my favorite news items of the week. And joining me in the fun is law student and former Chippendales entertainer Greg Raffetto. Thank you for helping me do this fun day of libertarian news items. I really appreciate it.
Glad to be here, Joey.
It's great. The Chippendales part is fun. I told my girlfriend about it, and she thought it was great, and so she said, hey, why don't you do a few moves more? Learn a few moves from Greg. so
I can teach you the hip thrust and the grind.
Okay, that sounds very sophisticated. We better start easy. We better start with the thrust. So I'll get my G string out after the interview, and I'll go out in the front yard, and you can just guide me over the phone, and we'll entertain the neighbors at the same time.
Certainly.
Outstanding. Have you kept any of your old G strings just as mementos?
Yes, I have. I have my very first G string that my friend Kirsten Shulman gave me back in high school, and it says, "Make my day" on the crotch.
Oh man, I'd love to spend all day just talking about that. But we are libertarians, and as libertarians, we're going to have fun with libertarian news. And I'm so happy to do this topic because not only libertarians are the most fun people on earth because we're successful, competitive, because we're fiscally conservative, but then we're socially liberal, and we have all that fun on the side. So we get fun from both ends. And so these items I picked out today, I think you've had a chance to review them a little bit, and this is fun. This one, item one is a gay marriage deal. A Massachusetts lawsuit by the widowed gay spouse of Congressman Gary Studs, who died in 2006, aims to get a federal death benefit for this widowed, spouse. But this challenges the 1996 Defense of Marriage Act, which Obama favors repealing, although he says he's against gay marriage, which is legal in 5 states. And add in that conservatives who love states' rights and tax credits are not sure if federal recognition of gay marriage will cause them to ignore or recognize the federal government to ignore or recognize state definitions of marriage. And another confusion is, or if they will give tax credits to married gay couples, or remove the tax credit for all marriages. So, what we apparently have here is a lot of sexually confused politicians. And isn't confusion good for liberty because it's a form of peaceful anarchy? What do you think?
I think that gay marriage should be allowed by all states, and there's the full faith and credit clause of the U.S. Constitution that says that it requires that all states recognize the acts, records, and proceedings of other states. And so it seems to me that once one state passes that, it should be allowed.
Yeah, and all this confusion should be resolved. I guess whether they get the tax benefit or not, it seems highly unlikely that the tax benefit for all marriages would be rescinded. Though that is a fear of some. Even some of the gay libertarians are fearing that with this thing that's coming up on the ballot in November here, which is a general marriage civil union type act. Do you think there's much of a chance that the feds would take away the marriage tax credit altogether?
Gosh, well, Obama seems to be looking for ways to tax us in every way possible, and that would include taking away tax credits and tax allowances, any write-off that is possible. I mean, even the mortgage interest write-off isn't safe anymore.
Nothing is safe. None of your money is safe in this environment. We know that for sure. No industry is safe either. Okay, man. Well, that one is to be continued because I think this debate's gonna play out quite a bit in this state this year. So we'll revisit this one.
Well, certainly. I'll tell you, according to the United States Supreme Court in Zablocki v. Redhale, marriage is one of your most basic civil rights. It's the most important relation in life. It's a fundamental right to privacy, and it's of fundamental importance to all individuals. And that particular case tells us that it's something that we all deserve, and it doesn't matter whether or not you happen to love guys or love gals.
Yeah, a lot of libertarians say the state shouldn't be recognizing marriage at all. Would you agree with that?
Gosh, that goes into a lot of theory, but I wouldn't be against all the states getting out of the marriage business, because it's something that's religious, and they could just as well keep their mitts off of it.
Yeah.